out the microphone because I don't think I can hold it in this too. It's nice to see you again. Some of you I've seen before. I like you all, obviously, because I've driven 3 hours to come see you. So, you know I'm talking about Common Core. I oppose it, and I say you don't stay course. If your ship is headed for an iceberg that's going to sink you, okay? I'm sorry, but when there's children involved, if something's not working, don't stay the course, please. I'm here talking specifically about the math, the CCGPS. Mr. Coleman mentioned that he thought the local school board had some say in whether or not the math that we're using, which is not working for our 10th graders in our county, and all of them are in it at our high school, that it's something that I could, get the local school board to change or through voting, could influence as a parent. That is not correct. I have confirmed. It is decided, it is a state standard, and for the 9th and 10th graders, only the ones that are older were kind of grandfathered out. So from here on, 9th grade will be what's state mandated for the CCGPS. All they can choose, my board can choose, are books that align with it, okay? So to me, that's no power for a parent. I have no say, and this is why I'm going to read to you why math is so important for me. I have a master's in science, soil chemistry. STEM is very important to me. I want my children to have the opportunity to go to a college and finish in a STEM degree, okay? That's not for everybody here, but for those parents, this is important because Common Core is going to shift things. It's going to put Algebra 1 in 9th grade, okay? And that's going to change the whole pathway and course for some of these students that are headed for college. Not everybody. It's not going to hurt everybody. It's going to hurt those kids because they can't finish calculus in time. Not to mention the way some of the things are done with this 10th grade math. It's so confusing for these kids and the teachers and frustrating. You're getting apathy. You're getting, I hate math, I don't like this. So to me, you can't even measure that. I don't care what kind of test you have. The CRCT doesn't measure whether you turned a kid off from learning. That's a risk, and you guys are in a great position because you guys care about the kids. I know you do. And you have an opportunity to switch the direction of the education policies in this country, that they've gone the wrong way. They're all about standards and testing, and the kids aren't first. Because the fact is, if they don't, like someone was saying earlier, if they don't see the value in what they're learning and they're not learning at their pace and they feel stupid if they take a test, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to read to you briefly what Mr. Verman says about the algebra being moved and everything. He says, in summary, the Common Core mathematics fail on clarity and rigor compared to the better standards of most state standards. Not all. There were a few that were considered lower. But Georgia was considered equal. They do not expect algebra to be taught in 8th grade. Instead, they defer to high school, reversing the most significant change in mathematics education in America in the last decade, which was supported by the recommendations of the National Mathematics Advisory Panel. Common Core marks the cessation of educational standards and standard improvement in the United States. No state has any reason left to aspire for first-rate standards, as all states will be judged by the same mediocre national benchmark enforced by the federal government. And if you don't think it will be, I will gladly email you who's going to end up enforcing all this stuff. And SAT College Board, you can go online, also has that 89% of students who graduate from college took a high-level math in high school. Only 1/3 that didn't get that opportunity finished college. So if we're going to talk about college readiness, let's talk about not just getting ready for college. I think the emphasis should be more on who's actually going to complete college, because that's really more important. How do those kids feel at start and then they fail or they drop out because they're struggling with math? Let's make sure that parents and students that want that pathway have that option and are prepared. Common Core does not help with that, and it's the complete wrong direction. So I just ask that for your consideration.